Hey guys, it's Don here from the board. Thanks for coming along and checking out this video. So, you might look at this picture and wonder, what is this video all about and what's going on here? Well, now that the house is all sorted out, I've moved into the house and I have a bit of sort of workshop space available to me now. So this is just a really simple workbench that was actually inside the house previously. We were using this as a sideboard, so we had our rice cooker on it, and we had our slow cooker and the toaster and kettle. But in the house, we don't have space for this now. We've got a completely different arrangement. So this has actually ended up in the shed as a workbench. And you may kind of already see that there's already stuff all over it because I've already had to do some things in the house since we've moved in. But what I want to show off today is just two pieces of kit that I've picked up relatively cheap that I'm hoping to be able to use to do some truly handmade keyboard related stuff. So the first one is this number 4 Sontax plane. It's a pretty simple, straightforward plane. I don't really know how old or vintage it is, but I managed to pick it up for $35 including postage. It's pretty heavy. It's got a lot of heft to it. The blade's still got, quite a lot of life in it. So I will be getting that. I will sharpen that up, learn how to use it properly, and then I'll be able to use that as a smoothing plane in theory. So it's, got full lateral adjustment, and then it's also got the frog movement for edging that blade down. Now that's just a train roaring on by that you can hear in the background there, I'm sure. So that'll be a little cheapy and something for me to learn with. But this big beast here, this has been a really amazing find for me. I got this off Facebook Marketplace for $40 Australian, including shipping. Now this thing is a beast. It is huge. It's heavy. I actually don't even know how long it is, so I haven't measured it, but it is, just on probably 50 centimeters, thereabouts, pretty close to it, about 56 centimeters, okay? So I'll have to go and convert that in terms of inches, but this is a jack plane or a jointer's type of plane because it's got a really good length to it to allow you to smooth out and level out pieces of wood. The reason why I figure this is a really good find is, well, it's truly an antique, but it's in reasonable condition. I mean, there's some damage here, there's some cracks around the mouth, but they don't look too severe. There's a little bit of splitting here that I'm hoping that I'll be able to patch up and repair. Along the bottom, near the mouth, there is a crack there that I'm hoping to fill. But if I can get this working, it's fantastic. If I can't get it working, then, it's still a nice little piece because there's a maker's mark on the front here. Now, you probably won't be able to see it with the camera and the light right now. But if we take out the actual frog here, and we take out the blade, there is another maker's mark here on the chip breaker. Now, it's really hard to see, but it actually says Matheson & Son, Glasgow. And it's got the, I don't think the focus is going to work well on this one, but it's got the star and crescent, and from what I was able to discern on the internet, Alex Matheson & Son from Glasgow made these particular jack planes anywhere between 1868 up to 1953. But specifically, because the logo, both on the plane iron here and on the front of the actual plane, match, I can date this between 1890 and 1900. So this thing is actually over 100 years old. And for the actual damage and cracks on it, the fact that the frog here looks like it is original and it fits beautifully, very, very well. The actual cut and curvature into it, once you actually sort of give it a bit of a nudge and tap into it, you can see how lovely it actually fits that curvature there. It's a really nice piece. You can see all the hammer and dent marks at the back, so somebody definitely used this and loved this. And the fact that the handle's not damaged or cracked. I was so concerned when they shipped it that it was going to get completely trashed, but it's made it. So what I want to do with this is I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to try and patch it with some glue, maybe some filler. I want to sharpen the actual iron and set it and give it a crack. So I've got scraps of timber here and there, small bits, but the other week, I was able to get a pallet and I was able to take it apart. So there's a whole bunch of rusty nails there, and I've got a good stack of pallet timber here. It's untreated, it's straight up probably pine, but it lets me play. So I'm going to use these two jacks, these two planes, this jack plane, jointer plane, I don't know whatever its real name is because I'm not fully versed in that space, and this number 4 bench plane, smoothing plane, whatever you want to call it, to do something with this timber down below. And then with my hand saws and everything else, I'll cut it down to size, maybe have a go at doing some wrist rests, maybe have a go at doing a keyboard stand, maybe an artisan case. I don't know. We'll see how we go. But I thought I'd just show these things off because I managed to pick them up really cheap. And if they're looked after right and I learn how to use them right, they should last me for a really long time. And of course, hopefully over time, I'll have opportunity to maybe expand the bench, maybe get it a bit better, or a proper woodworking bench, because this isn't really designed for woodworking as such. It's not really the strongest thing, but at the moment it does have a bit of heft because of all the timbers underneath it. So I just need a way to put some dogging in or some clamping in so I can actually plane against it. And get going on that particular journey, which, funnily enough, the board, you could say it works as a name both for keyboards and for woodworking too. So there you go. There's my 100-plus-year-old plane that I've just picked up that I'll probably spend a bit of time and love and care with over the next period, as well as getting to know this new thing and see if we can get some lovely wood shavings and curls off it. So if you've got any thoughts around that, on what I could try to make, what I'd be within very limited tools, by the way. I got a little sort of Japanese style handsaw here. I've got some chisels, some files, sort of just hand drill type of stuff, sanding paper and all that kind of stuff. Then please let me know, because I'll add it to the stuff to think about once I actually have some timber in condition to make something with. So that's it. Thanks very much for checking out this video. And, of course, until next time, happy clacking.